Hello there, I'm Jawker. I'm an 8k MMR lone druid player, and I'm here to bless the world with 5 lone druid tricks I use to make people incredibly sad in the mid lane. So let's start with... I'm stuck in a tree! The double root is the most essential trick that lone druid has at the moment. If you take anything from this video, take this one tip. When you put a skill point into lone druid's bear, the entire unit dies and is immediately replaced with a fresh new one. Its debuffs, buffs, and cooldowns are all removed. This trick has a lot of practical uses. I can probably make a whole video on all the valuable things you can dispel, but for this specific usage, the goal is to have a skill point saved, hit an enemy hero to land a root, then immediately put a skill point in the bear to reset the root cooldown, allowing you to root a second time immediately after. This can also be done to triple root by having 2 skill points saved up, but that's extremely rare, and with the current way root works, it's not really worth it. This is your most essential tool when it comes to getting kills in lane, and that's why level 5 and level 7 are such strong power spikes for the hero.
You missed that one! Try another!
Lone Druid's bear cannot be resummoned if he's been damaged by an enemy hero in the last 3 seconds. But by using the same trick we used to double root, we can reset the 3-second timer to allow us to resummon the bear in the middle of a fight. What's also quite funny is that the way your summon bear ability works is that if the animation for it starts, it cannot be cancelled, even if the bear takes damage, which creates this trick. You can bait enemies into committing on your bear, or you can dive very deep with a low HP bear, and with a quick chain of inputs, you can put a skill point in your bear and immediately resummon it to catch the enemy off guard with a new full HP bear. This is extremely valuable to have in mind. It will be used less often than double roots, but it has just as much value. So we've got the big complicated tricks out of the way. Now we only have the simple basic ones that are just as valuable, of course. Savage Roar gives the enemy a lot of movement speed when fearing them, so when using this ability you can combine it with either your root, diffusal, or harpoon to create a pseudo stun effect. This is especially useful in the context of heroes with blinks, so you can diffusal fear them to buy yourself time to land a root.
I can barely afford this.
Contrary to popular belief, you do not need 2 pairs of boots on this hero, and that's because of the simple ability of switching the boots over from the bear to the hero, and the hero to the bear when needed. In almost every case, the boots will stay on the bear. The only time you will need to switch the boots is when running long distances or trying to escape. And to make this easier, I highly recommend keeping the first slot of your lone druid's inventory empty. That way the boots will always be placed into the same slot, allowing you to use the phase boots active easily and not get confused. I would also keep them on the first slot on the bear, so you just have one hotkey for boots in general. This is actually a new trick, only possible thanks to the bear with me facet, and it's honestly quite simple, but makes this hero so much better. You do not need to buy TP scrolls anymore. Whenever your bear is low HP, simply swap your bear's items to the lone druid and hit a neutral camp to heal up the bear to full. Then switch the items back and go play the game again. It's very simple, but it has a huge effect on your game. And that's all for the video. While there's a lot more information about lone druid, I have plans for making other guides in the future, so this is just the start of the lone druid content. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out my Twitch. I'm streaming 4 days a week, playing lone druid and other funny mid heroes. Goodbye!